can we think of some real-world applications to these graphs? What could be some real-world applications to these graphs? Well, let's think. What about if you had a plant and you wanted to track how much it grew over time? Like, let's say the height. So we made a table with the height on this end, and the time or month on this end, let's say. And let's say when the height in, let's say, January, the height was only of the plant was only like a few centimeters, like point, like 0.5 inches, let's say. And then in February, it was a little bit bigger. Let's say it was about 1.3 inches. And then in March, whatever, it's so short. March, it was, let's say, 2.3 inches. And in April, oh my goodness, I'm misspelling. April, it was 4.5 inches and spread up. If we could also write this in terms of a graph. We could say we could put the months right here, and we could put the height right here. Let me just run. I want to write it like this on the side. And we could track the height. If it goes up, like this is 1, this is 2 inches, this is 3 inches, this is 4 inches, this is January, this is February, this is March, this is April. Oh my goodness, why is my hand shaking so much? This is April, this is May. So in January, we could say, 0.5. Well, January, that means it was only about right here. And then in February, it was at 1.3. So it was about right there. But in March, it was at 2.3. So it was about right there. And in April was 4.5. So it was about right there. And we can track the growth of the plant over month using the chart. Months right here and the height over here. Another thing we can do is track money, moolah, that stuff that makes you happy, people. No, I'm joking. Money over time. Let's say we could put this in months too. I'm going to put months right here. And we could put ka-chingy ching. Let's say in January, you had only $10. But then in February, you had $20. In March, you had $40. In April, you had 45. You're slowing down. Anyways, you can write another graph like this, where we could put months again at the bottom. You could put months at the bottom, right? January, February, March, April, May, June, and then July. And we could put money on the side. And we can track how much money you had over the months. This would be let's say, $10. This would be $20. This would be $30. This would be $40. This would be $50. So January you had $10. In February you had $20. In March you had $40. In April you had $45. There we go. And that's how it would be. You could chart it over time. See, you started off real strong. You started off good, started off real strong, and then you sort of plateaued in April, towards April. And these are just a few applications. You could also do distance over time, which is sort of speed. Like, let's say at 2 seconds, these are in seconds. So this is time. Going this way is time. This is 2 seconds. This is 3 seconds. This is 4 seconds. This is 5 seconds. And this is distance. And this is, let's say, 1 yard. 1 yard. This is 2 yards. This is 3 yards. This is 4 yards. 5 and 6. So let's say in 1 second you've traveled 1 yard. In 2 seconds you traveled 3 yards. In 3 seconds you traveled 5 yards. In 4 seconds you traveled 6 yards. Okay, that was kind of off. But you get what I'm saying. This can show you how fast you're moving. The quicker you, like if you traveled 6 yards in 1 second, that'd be super fast. Because you went all the way from 0 to 6 yards in 1 second. This shows you your speed. So distance over time. Anyways, yeah, this is a practical application. Stay at school.